Leaders, changemakers, visionaries. I'm Golden J. Johnson, founder of House of Gold, and I speak to you from the future. I've seen what happens to businesses, brands, and leaders who ignore AI. And I've seen what happens to those who learn to partner with it. Beyond the Curve isn't here to scare you, it's here to equip you. This is your safe space to refine, automate, and scale intelligently, to stop chasing trends and start architecting a digital legacy that lasts. Whether you're an early adopter, an innovator, or simply AI curious, this is where you sharpen your mind and future-proof your success. So today we are talking about Sora 2. If you've been hearing whispers about it online, maybe you've seen people calling it the Deepfake app or the next TikTok killer. Let's strip away all the opinion. I want to break this down as simply as possible. So, what is Sora 2? At its core, Sora 2 is an AI video generator. You type in a description or upload a short clip or even your own cameo, and the system spits out a brand new video. The clips are short, about 20 seconds right now, and they look a lot like the videos you scroll past on Instagram or TikTok, depending on how your algorithm or feed looks like. Here's an example. Imagine you write a golden retriever surfing in California on a sunset. In about a minute, you get a 20-second video of exactly that. Dog on a surfboard, waves crashing, golden sunlight. You're gonna be thinking, is this real? But no. If you saw it on your feed, you might pause and wonder for a second. And I want to call out, if you have to wonder for a second, it's probably fake. Like, come on, we are very intelligent. I know AI is around and it is super smart in its own way, but we are intelligent as humans too. And I feel like we know how the truth sounds like. We know what the truth looks like. You can tell, right? And so with that being said, if you're someone who's a deliberate creator, who is a legacy-minded person, then I feel like you have that power to tell nonsense, right? Tell if it's AI generated or not. So let's say you upload your own cameo, basically a selfie video where you give Sora permission to use your face. Remember, whatever you put online, you're giving the internet to use, okay? So just remember that. So you upload it to Sora, you give it permission to use your face, now your friends can remix it. Suddenly you're in a dance video or walking on Mars or starring in a cooking show you never filmed. It's kind of like Photoshop for video, but instead of hours of editing, it's a sentence and a button press. So this is where you want to have some skills in mind here so you can actually create some pretty cool and quality required, maybe even needed videos for the internet. Now, feel free to just skip past this part, but I'm going to start to list some AI skills to master before you jump into Sora. We are all about, developing our skill sets, and that's a fast car. I mean, in the future, I probably won't hear that again because engines will be gone. But I digress. You're going to want to up-level some skills here. We're all about education and learning, knowledge, all that good stuff. So you're going to want to consider these skills. And I'll tell you the ones that I have and where you can probably get them at the end of the video. So one skill you want to master before jumping into Sora is prompt writing. If you can't describe what you want clearly, you won't get the video you imagine. It's kind of like giving directions to a driver. So if you just say, take me somewhere nice, you'll end up lost. But if you say, take me to the Italian restaurant on 5th Street with the red door, you'll get exactly that and you'll get where you want to go. Another skill you want to have is storyboarding with words. So think short scenes, not novels, but like I think of those like comic book scenes. So Sora clips are 20 seconds. You need to picture what fits in time inside that time, right? Storyboarding is a great skill to have. So imagine it like TikTok. If you can tell a quick, punchy story there, you can storyboard for Sora. Another skill you want to consider is understanding AI's blind spots. Okay, so AI gets confused with physics, hands, details, all that good stuff. Again, it is ever evolving. However, because it did it before, it can do it again. So, knowing this helps you adjust your prompts or edits after. It's kind of like working with a very talented intern, brilliant in some areas, but you wouldn't trust them yet to carry out the whole project alone. You know what I mean? So, with that being said, if you have an editor on your team, then you actually probably want to equip them with storyboarding, prompting, and understanding AI's blind spot, editing and refining, and all that good stuff. But the next skill you want to have when it comes to Sora is ethical literacy. Knowing what you shouldn't do is just as important as knowing what you can do, okay? Consent, likeness, rights, misinformation, all of these matter. It's kind of like driving. Just because a car can go 120 miles per hour, 400 miles per hour, doesn't mean you should do it on a neighborhood street or a school zone. I mean, y'all crazy with that. But I digress. The last one you want to have is integration mindset. So Sora is one tool, not the whole toolbox. You'll get more value when you combine it with editing software, social media strategy, storytelling frameworks. Picture it like cooking. Sora is the little spice on the top, but not the whole meal. When used well, it can actually give you a very solid content strategy online for your digital business. So remember, there are limits, okay? The videos aren't perfect. Faces sometimes blur, hands look strange, or physics just really don't line up. It looks like there's a glitch, right? You might see a cup float in midair or someone walk with a limp that makes no sense. I mean, it reminds me of the early GPS voices, useful, impressive, but also hilariously wrong sometimes. I don't know if you have a street that your GPS just totally doesn't get right at all. Like it has like a weird accent or it says a word a different way. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. So there are guardrails though. So you can upload a clip of a celebrity, okay? Don't think you can just go upload pictures of your favorite artists and start making fake commercials with you in them and your products, okay? Absolutely not. That is wrong and unethical. As promised, I'm going to share with you some certifications that I have picked up. I am obsessed with learning. I am a lifelong learner. I am all about education and put myself in those phases during about 3 to 5 months out of the year. So I'm going to name some certifications that are in alignment to this podcast. I attended a data camp certification in artificial intelligence. So this was machine learning models and deep learning. And I love this one because it talked about how this applies to businesses. Meaning like it talks about smart recommendations, it talks about automated insight, creative support. There's a lot of things AI can do to assist in content creation, generating posts, and just customer behavior spotting, helping you make strategic moves. It's great to understand how AI thinks, specifically language learning models. And so with that being said, I got understanding machine learning from Data Camp, and then also I got introduction to ChatGPT from Data Camp, learning about the best practices, the writing prompts, all that good stuff. Data Camp is a great place to get certified. They have amazing times where you can just learn at an inexpensive rate. But outside of Data Camp, I also want you to look out for those free courses. There are a lot of prestigious schools, universities doing their thing when it comes to AI literacy and supporting the global population to get literacy and understanding in AI so we can all use AI effectively in the future. And I love that. All about free content that teaches. Hello, that's why Beyond the Curve podcast exists. And so I want to introduce you a podcast to watch or listen to after this. It's on YouTube. We have a video chat on Zoom, or you can simply listen to it on Spotify. And this episode is with Richie Cotton. He's a senior data evangelist at Data Camp, and we explore a lot of the things we're talking about here: AI literacy, data literacy, getting digital visibility with LLMs. How do you get LLMs to remember you, right? This is what beyond the curve is going to look like. And so we want to be adaptive and ready, of course. So definitely tune into that episode. It's filled with details and insight and strategies and tactics. It's just the best. I love it. And more of that coming soon as well. So if you're new here, I want you to subscribe. I want you to follow. I want you to join the Refining Suite, where I share with you gate-kept secrets that you should be paying for. And I also share with you step-by-step tactics, strategies, ways to incorporate AI more into your life and your business and your mindset. So if you love it so far here, then I will definitely see you in the Refining Suite. Let's get back to this episode. At least that's the intention. So the app has watermarks, metadata, and rules about consent already in there. So let's be real. Where there's tech, there's always people trying to bend or break the rules and be the exception to the rules in the wrong time. So what's the bigger picture here? Sora 2 isn't just about cute dog videos. It's not about that viral video, I don't know if you saw, with Sam Altman. It's part of a shift in our digital world. Just like Instagram normalized filters, Sora could normalize AI-generated realistic clips. Think about how this might change marketing, entertainment, even personal storytelling. It's kind of like when email replaced letters. At the first, it was novel, right? And now we can communicate by our mouths, by our phones. Things have evolved. So the same may happen with AI video. It becomes part of the background noise of our feeds. It's just there. It's just part of life. So I want to give you the balanced truth, because there is so much left and right opinions, deepfake this, and oh my gosh, this is like the perfect app. It's the best app in the world. We need to talk about the balanced truth, because here we're all about critical thinking and understanding both sides and seeing different perspectives all at once, all at the same time, so we can be ahead of the curve, okay? So Sora 2 is powerful, but not perfect. It's creative, but it comes with risk. On one hand, it democrats video making. Anyone can become a creator without fancy gear. On the other, it blurs the line between real and fake. And that's going to test our own ability to trust what we see. I kind of think it's okay that it's going on, because now we get to see the wonky stages of AI. So I feel like once you see the early stages of AI, as it evolves, you're going to get what AI looks like. Now, if you're a prompt engineer or if you use LLMs like a lot, you'll know what I'm talking about. You can read something and tell it was AI generated, right? Because you, from the beginning, worked with it, talked with it back and forth, prompted, and it gave you outputs, and now your brain can recognize those patterns. So remember, your mind, your hippocampus specifically, is the center of pattern recognition, okay? So we humans have this gift, natural gift at that. And so once we turn that on and we make our minds see that there are some flaws with AI and allow us to see it and not get caught up with the deepfake videos and real and fake and all that stuff, I think we're going to pass. I know we're going to pass. I mean, we're here. It's happening. It's done. So here are my questions I want you to think about that I've been thinking about. What happens when most of the videos online are AI generated? I wonder what that future looks like, right? And do we stop trusting video altogether? I mean, I know I don't. I really like videos, and I can easily spot an AI generated video like right away. However, there are some sneaky ones out there. So I wonder how that's going to affect our experience, right? Or are we going to adapt like we did with filters on Instagram, learning to spot what's real enough and what isn't? Another way to look at it is this. Imagine explaining to your future person, your grandkids, whoever that is, that there was once a time when video proof really meant something. like when you made a video and it was authentic and you were a human in the video, it actually was like certified, right? Will that sound old fashioned? You know, back in my day, we used to sit in front of the cameras and, you know, put our faces online and upload it to the cloud. You know, I wonder if that's going to be like, if that's going to sound old fashioned. Tell me what you think about that. And then here's my open question for you. If our future feeds is filled with AI video, what role should humans play then? Do we become curators? Do we become storytellers, or just viewers trying to make sense of it all? And that's beyond the curve. Perhaps I'll see you in the future, future-proofed and successful. Thank you so much for joining in. I am so excited to see your growth.